through the action here. As we said, we have a lot of incredible action, a lot of cool players from a lot of different places around the FGC leaning all together here to see who's got it to be able to take home this extra little prize pool, as again, this is a first Impact event.
What's cool about that is we've seen like a handful of players kind of like test their wits at every single like weekly event, at least online, and see some usual suspects. Some of those cats happen to be here today in Puerto Rico just because of this event itself, right?
Of course.
With that in mind, taking a look at our top 16, if you hadn't checked it out from the previous streams as to who's made it, there'll be a lot of familiar names. And it's not even going to be, I want to say like, there's prolific ones, Chris G, Jonathan Tene.
Of course.
There's ones that are like a little bit of a surprise in a good way. My man Tong in top 16. Who let him up here, man?
I don't know, man.
Whose fault is that?
We'll see how it goes for him. He has a weird play style. We'll get there when we get there. He's good.
It's pretty sick. I caught a little demo of it between you and Tong on one of those days. I'm like, you know what? He deserves it. It's pretty goated. Old cats can ball still.
Absolutely. Of course, though, we do have a lot of cool stuff as far as the character diversity as well. As I said before, this is a tournament that has had a lot of different, a pretty decent spread of characters that I was not expecting here. A lot of Braum, not quite as much Echo as I was expecting to see. It's been a little bit more different than what I was expecting to bring to the table here. More big bodies, which is what we really need in this world.
Sure, that's fair. I mean, we had back-to-back Braum, at least during our block.
Yeah.
One of the biggest surprises is some of the smaller end of it, right? We didn't take a single Teemo, at least on our end of the stream. However, they're going to be fully represented in the most annoying way possible up here in the top 16, but in a great way, right? If you're looking for ways to exploit Teemo in a way like you find synergy with the character, at least the way they're going to be playing, you are definitely going to be in for a treat in regards to who's going to be navigating or at least piloting these characters going into our top 16.
And as we're going to get into it here, it's going to be one of those names that is a very familiar face. It's going to be Jonathan Tene, who is going to be rocking the Echo and the Yasuo. And there it is, your first instance of Teemo to come through. It's going to be the double down as well, so a very high damage and high potential shell between the two here. The potential to have bleed applied and have Teemo projectiles do even more than they're already doing is kind of a nightmare. I'll keep it a buck with you.
And I was thinking about it, like the badges accumulated over time.
Yes.
It doesn't take that long, right?
No,
you're looking for like 15 for Dart, like 10 for Mushroom, and like what, 5 for Slingshot? Those things add up real fast. If you look at the playstyle that Teemo's going to be implementing, already off to a start to kind of go full screen, let some of these mushrooms rock, and just let the rocks do the talking, right?
Yeah, control space, handle things the way that you need to here. Down H just barely connects on both. That's another thing that's weird about this team from DBX on the other side that you're going to have to deal with here, is that the size differential between the characters makes Happy Birthdays extremely difficult to maintain a lot of the time.
Makes a lot of sense. And we talked about changing your combo route with depending on the size of the character. However, if it's Darius, you don't have to worry at all. Batter up.
Nah, Big Chillin charges up, goes for the tag. Doesn't even want the tag launcher from there. Instead, it's just get that extra little extension. Unfortunately, ends up dropping out here. It's S2 to get the crumple in the corner. Gonna look for Mixed as the bleed is applied.
It's kind of wild that it happened on Darius that it to get that drop. I was like, wait a minute, were we just talking about something else in regards to some of the bigger bodies in this game?
Oh, and a quick little rewind there to get back with the timeline behind here. Teemo more than capable, but unfortunately, this is a team that you're playing against where you're going to take some incidental damage. Just didn't have the life to be able to play it out.
Yeah, a little bit rough on the mix there. Again, Jonathan Tene being able to implement his clone into the Time Wander, as you had mentioned, right? But having Yasuo on point, you're going to be having not too bad of a time to kind of like keep away. You have Windwall, you have a Tempest as well. Still Tempest, excuse me.
S2, you got everything you really need to be able to handle business here as we're keeping it safe and solid. Tene plays it extremely patient, not trying to brute force it too hard here. Drops the combo twice in a row, actually. And, oh no, just full send.
The wind just right behind Darius' sails, dude. It just enhanced the cape on the way over to smash against Yasuo. That was kind of crazy. Give me that parry.
Absolutely. A lot of times, hold that thought. S2 almost finds the mark there. Opportunity for the tag. Instead, it's just the overhead. Not able to convert it solo unless he has a clone already set out there or he has assist. So still able to, you know, it's just more annoying. It does a little psychic damage to you, but you're good.
That's fair, yeah. Just put the helmet on, right?
Oh, it's perfect usage there. The Yasuo assist clearing the mushrooms, able to get the tag, knowing we had the whip punish on deck, but another miscue.
Stomp on the Yordle, hold up.
Limit Strike is the choice there. Going to build back some of that break. Gets the throw, and it's a level 1 for the OTG.
Damn.
Very nice way to secure your finish here. Jonathan Tene, a single character left. Darius, very committal and more than capable, but that might be the end.
You had to do it, right? You had to bust out of there. That could have been more than enough. Tene, he's fully loaded, too. How do you block it? You're doing a great job of it so far. Finds the interruption, but still, Jonathan Tene out of there as well. Interested with the Echo, does get the interruption.
Oh, but having the darts behind us here, able to get that extra bit of damage with the level 3 on deck. This is definitely going to even it out here. Absolutely the execution from your boy here. Noxy in general playing no games with Echo as it's Yasuo only, but plenty of meter to play with.
So sick to that animation, man. I'm just thinking about the dog.
Oh!
That's a huge hit, but no conversion. We got darts to back it up, as you had mentioned. Walking a heavy. Charge heavy, excuse me.
Yeah, stole the turn there. Got it out of the stance. And here, yeah, here it comes indeed. The best super assist in the game as we close the distance. Makes it to the wall, but doesn't full send it.
He could do it again if he wanted to. He tried to go for a grab on the way down. Jonathan Tene still mid-air, right? That grab came out while Yasuo was still mid-air. So he had committed to that tactic way before getting into close combat.
A little unfortunate as he go for the landing there. Tene looking very strong though. Still showing off the strength of the team. Obviously, we have some new kids on the block who have been controlling a lot of the space and controlling a lot of the talk of the media, we'll say. But so far, for the most part here, they're showing off that the Yasuo, the old man, can still do it.
Oh. The tag as well. Damn, all the way out of that recovery. DBX. Okay. I didn't actually think it was going to hit like that.
Oh,
parry between the strings. Good call-outs, too. We get the launch, time winder, let it rip.
truly perfect there. You want to try and parry the apprehend before you have to go for the mix-ups there, because if you get in that situation where the command throw is an option there, it turns from a guaranteed parry to a 66% chance to get put on a poster. But here it is now with the follow-up. Darius already to the wayside. Oh no.
Cut the clouds, but instead he's getting cut down instead. Not too bad, though. A slight recovery. DBX was pretty much at his mercy, at Jonathan's mercy, right?
Back down to the earth there. OTG didn't you have to spend the meters. We're able to close it out there. That's just being in the air without a plan or without some kind of like formal idea of what's going on next is always a death sentence in these games, especially with how strong air throws are. You can snap up to the sky so quickly, or, you know, just stance H, also pretty good.
It's pretty far reaching, right? It does get that wall bounce as well. On the other side. Close still out there as well. We do get a couple of handshakes. Hey, nice and easy.
There we go. And the only reason that mix-up works out there is that standing heavy, when you charge it, does force a stand there. So guaranteed fuzzy situation off of it, as we're going to look for it one more time. Doesn't even need the second layer.
I love the turbulent wind pickups, by the way. I'm so glad the Yasuo players are finding out how to optimize this character, because he looks so much cooler in this route than any other route I've seen in like previous versions. I'll tell you what.
Oh, team up on the hit. Unfortunately went for the limit strike there against an aerial opponent. You can only do one H. They both consume a ground bounce there, unfortunately.
Oos. I was about to say, excellent blocks up until that one point. While the Time Winder is just kind of like sitting on the body and you see him shift over, I'm like, dude, if you throw an overhead right now, you got it, Playboy. And that's exactly what Jonathan Tene did to seal it out. Nice work.
And that is the strength of Echo in those situations there. He is he's situationally the most self-sufficient character in those like single character mix-up things. Because obviously he needs a Time Winder, or he needs to have pre-set up a clone for himself. Yes. But if he has those things aligned for himself, if the stars align, his comfortability is the highest possible.
Yeah. And if you want to add a little bit of extra seasoning, you have your assist ready. Oh, it makes it far worse to block, man. And it's awesome. I mean, it feels great to control it, for sure. But having a block against that bad boy, good luck.
Yeah. It is definitely the classic. I'd rather watch it than have to do it myself, for sure. But you know, situations get a little bit messy here. But you know, you can turn yourself up. There's a potential to have some energy and stay alive in those situations.
Let me turn up with you. I don't want you to be the only one here doing it.
Oh, cheers.
Bang.
Of course. Bang, indeed.
So, on top of that, I mean, we've seen DBX in a handful of different like top 8s as well. He was doing a great job over at Fatal Fury the other day as well. So, seeing him represent where he's from right now consistently, I'm loving I guess the representation mostly, right? Seeing him kind of like grind out every game because it's not easy getting through like mechanic through mechanic and getting through like top player over top player in top 16s consistently.
That's very true. But it looks like we've got our next two players sitting up and about ready to go here. We'll see who is going to be able to unleash the beast. Shouts the monster for that one. On this next set coming up, still in the winner's side, it's going to be Too Easy, who is a player that we definitely know and love from a multitude of games. Too Easy is one of those players where you can't confidently say what scene he's from because he actually plays everything. Was amazing in Multiverses, NetherRealms games across the board, was incredible, and has had such a strong showing across the entirety of the life of 2XKO. This guy is like the penultimate multi-talented fighting game player when it comes to how spread out he can be.
Yeah, we had dinner with him last night, and I guess it was like a St. Cola. Kyle was there. Some of other TNS people were there. I was there. And we were asking him, like, so what scene are you really from, right? And he's just like, man, at this point, I don't even know. I'm a 2XKO player, guys. He's just straight up, he's like, I'm a 2XKO player, guys. What do you want from me?
I will say the first place I had heard of him making a splash was Mortal Kombat and NetherRealm games. But, you know, again, the next thing was I started running into him in Multiverses tournaments because he's
what are you doing here?
This guy's kind of nasty and everything. But here we go on to the next one into the match here. Sabato on the other side. We are going to see that Teemo. This Teemo Yasuo team. Some people are saying that this is one of the strongest, if not the strongest team in the game currently. It has some of the highest damage output. The combos are ridiculous here. And your actual control of neutral between having a wind wall and your own wall of projectiles to throw out is kind of unbelievable.
No, it makes a lot of sense too. Just thinking about like how do you force the approach from your opponent, and you also have like these things laying around and full screen to kind of react if they do decide to come in. But now the Ahri has been the switch up coming in from Sabito. This is I wanted to say like the moment for maybe Yasuo to kind of go in for decided Too Easy, but we called back to Teemo. We're going back to the original tactics. We got our badge, and now switching up the big mix on the other side.
Dude, that is so early to have Slingshot, too. What a way to get yourself buffed up. And again, just as a reminder, I know in a lot of games, players have to kind of refund their stuff, but Teemo keeps those badges for the entirety of the game, so we are going to have the Flaming Slingshot the whole time.
Isn't that crazy? I think that's kind of crazy. In a dope way. I think it's pretty sick.
No, I really... You earned it. Keep it. It didn't make you return your badge each round? No.
No, you don't give a badge just to take it back. Come on. Weird, man.
That's weird.
It's just weird, dude.
You're right.
You're supposed to give those out. You're supposed to encourage your scouts, brother. Oh, he just waited and just took it. Did you see that? Not even a single button to interrupt. I semi-liked the discipline at first, but then when you got hit, I'm like, all right, now your badge is revoked. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yasuo doesn't get the badge.
All of a sudden, I decided we're taking it back here, but Too Easy taking it back as well. 6 meters in their pocket. Didn't need to spend not a one. Round one going in their favor for sure as we're, again, still looking very good on the bad situation. That Flaming Slingshot prevents the dash forward. We had to go for the down S1 instead, had to play it safe.
Oh, the switch on the other side! I didn't see it coming either.
Unfortunately, though.
We got a bunch of darts.
Oh, yeah, the combo route only works in the corner. You can't lead straight into the spin.
Dude, that arc just covers so much, and it's so shallow while it bounces. The rolling attack over, okay, and the switch up too.
And just being able to have Yasuo as a damage engine for a character who already doesn't need help with damage is kind of ridiculous here as we go for the dash. Finds the medium as the starter here. It's going to be a little bit of a tough situation now for Sabito. I don't know if we're going to get another chance to play the game, to be honest.
Yes.
Like, I think he's dead.
You know, I would think so as well. But he survived. Sabito just had the Fury on. I like that. Yeah, push him away.
Missed the dash, though. A little bit of Fury still left over, so we're able to get a lot of damage on this one. Drops the combo, though, and unfortunately dashes forward into their demise. It's the stand medium for Too Easy to save the day.
I was about to ask, you don't really see push block too often, though, right? Just because of like the meter, right?
I think it depends on the team you're playing against, because I think that push block is a necessary element against some matchups, but in some characters it's not as effective. I feel like against specifically these three characters that we see on screen, I feel like push block can be really good situationally, but a lot of times, see, like right there, push block, go for the super, immediately try and go for something aggressive of your own.
I see. I was trying to figure out ways, like, as to, like, when to try to implement it, but most people kind of go for a shooting guard. As soon as you see the low already, like, in the string, you kind of have that opportunity to move back and force that whip, right?
I think a lot of people are also just getting comfortable using push block correctly too, because it consuming your assist cooldown is a massive commitment. So a lot of people are like, oh, I would rather just try and like believe in my defense and then try and use my assist afterwards to get some offense. So it's give and take. Slides past with the super there, went for the jump in, darts behind and back to the mix.
We're all getting mixed at the same time, I'll tell you what. Bring him back down. Little booty bump. While Teemo's still out here. Ari can definitely chase down, but still being able to call that Yasuo assist, keep him grounded is going to be so difficult. But so we thought. Sabito does get the pickup against the Yasuo. Give you that orb. Bring it back in. Pure deception. What's going to be the mix?
Brings you in for the limit strike. No, it's going to be the super spirit rush. Just barely enough to take the kill as after the tech on, we're able to take the finish.
Come down to the final characters between these two. Teemo versus Ari, right? Too Easy wants to make sure that he forces the error from Ari, at least full screen, but up close, being able to get this corner positioning too. Noxious mushrooms all over.
Yeah, bouncing back the way you need to here. Still has the full break available potentially. He's going to go into the super, looks for the tag, gets the hit, and look at the damage output there early into the combo.
Jesus. Oh.
No, you don't.
Jesus.
We'll do the medium there. Try to go for the high-low. Ends up finding with the crouching light. Nice little optimizations there as we find the crumple and extend just a bit further. Zip, zip, back to the ground. And Teemo, with the Yasuo damage behind it, should absolutely be enough to finish.
I'm so glad your eyes are better than mine. Throw the tactics to kind of get yourself a little bit of coverage, excuse me.
Didn't quite have the meter for that last super mushroom. Here's the super. Manages to protect ourselves
That's
from the
crazy.
Yasuo assist. That's so sick.
That's actually crazy that happened.
After the throw tech, things get a little weird. S2 gets the hit and off the crumple, misses the combo. Ah, it's gonna force the break still on the reset.
I can't see anything, Proxy. I can't see anything while this push is here.
Got the trade. Up the trade there, it's S1. Looks for the tag. Maybe had a 2H angle, but instead, unfortunately, gets 2H'd on their own side. That's going to be the death of the Yasuo, and Ari has to do it solo. It's way behind in the resource game now.
Took so much damage on the way in as well, when you saw how many times the interruption happened against the assist.
And now it's just mushrooms galore at this point. We're at a pixel of life, and basically any button that Teemo presses at any point of that is guaranteed going to chip it out. Very nice way to finish.
It's rough. That's so rough too. The mushroom, which, in your opinion, which badge has the most potential to be the most obnoxious? Like, I understand, I'm kind of like biased because I remember what the mushrooms would do and how much it would tilt me in actual league.
Of course.
This one's like, I feel like it's solid. It's good in contention, but I still think Slingshot is much more obnoxious because of the varying angles it could cover and how active it is.
I think that it's definitely between those two, and I think it depends on the matchup. I would say, personally, I think that Slingshot ends up being a bigger deal because really, mushrooms in the end just get you a little more residual damage. And Teemo, while damage is good like mental pressure and neutral, I don't think Teemo needs help with that. So it doesn't enhance his combo game that much because he's already kind of killing you on one hit. Right. I definitely agree, as well as the fact that the other two both just get a DOT, so they get a little bit of buff of the damage and things like that. For the Slingshot, it actually changes the property, a little bit of a higher bounce, a little bit of a farther arc, being able to ignite the bush as well. I think there's
by the way.
so much upside to it. So I actually agree with you. I definitely think Slingshot is the #1 thing you want to look for. And you can level it up just by pelting the assist. You don't even have to hit them. The main character is not your target with that Slingshot. You're just trying to shoot the assist.
I mean, throwing it out, it feels like there's no true downside. You can throw it up in the air, you can throw it up on the ground. You recover in time either way. If you see them up close and you're deciding to throw Slingshot, you might have a little bit of a Teemo problem.
Yeah.
That's on you. But being able to retreat immediately, being able to take full screen immediately and start chucking out these projectiles, you see it from almost every Teemo player right now. like why not do that? You give up a state, but you also have assists to back you up just in case. It's really up to you to dictate your opponent's path.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think you see from a lot of the top-level teamos, like, for example, in North America, one of the players that's tearing it up the most is Inzem currently. Inzem does a good job of planting the bush and then will aggressively give up space, knowing that if you overcommit on your approach, with how quick the teleport is back to the bush, is extremely strong. So he knows that he's able to pretty aggressively like manage space and like give and take. I guess in increments that you normally wouldn't want to see. Normally you wouldn't want to get pushed to the corner so heavily. So I feel like as people get more comfortable with using that aspect as well, I think it's even going to become less of a problem as the Teemo player when they close the distance on you, because you're like, all right, homie, we're going to have to play this whole minigame again on the other side.
Yeah, and I can see that. Like, you're waiting for your opponent to kind of, like, overcommit. It's like, all right, well, if you do that, you give me a gap, I'm retreating to the other side. Let's play again. Let's kind of roll the dice one more time and plant this bush. But, I've witnessed that just via watching, like, spectator mode.
Of course.
And I got kind of frustrated. I'm like, dude, this match is going to take forever. But, like, low-key, I'm starting to enjoy it. I'm starting to come around the bushes.
I, unfortunately, am kind of coming around on it, too, and it really sucks, and I don't like it, but,
hey,
you know,
I'll drink to that.
Listen.
I got you, man. But honestly, it's such an interesting tactic because I don't think we see that too often from characters like that.
Sure.
I mean, personally, I don't get to see it as often because I'm not like too much of a versus player, but it's interesting to see it implemented here.
Yeah, I think that there are some characters that have had similar things to it. I think the really unique thing is that it's like the known quantity of where I'm going to end up. Because I think a lot of characters that have teleports like that in versus games, a lot of times it'll be like Rocket Raccoon's a good example in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He has a teleport where he can either go underground and just dig around, or he can choose to go in front or behind the opponent. So he has a couple options to be able to mix in. But it's like the known quantity of, I'm going to be in the middle of that bush, what are you going to do about it? And that actually ends up putting you in a position where I think a lot of people overcommit to they'll either overcommit to covering the teleport or overextend trying to punish them before they do it.
Yes.
So it makes it again, the known quantity of that location makes people play different. And different is bad a lot of the times.
It's bad for them for sure. Like you as the player can take advantage of that mentality so often, and it just leads to just so much success. If they're gonna cover that teleport, if they're gonna cover that bush and stay there, guess what? You can keep throwing your projectiles, you can keep building your badges. Hell, if they want to throw their assist to kind of cover their options going in, that just makes them an even more susceptible target. Going full, like back into full circle of how we even started the conversation of building up your badges, right?
It comes back to me just
every time.
That and one thing to remember too is that Mushroom Badge, I don't think you really need to worry about leveling it that much because it levels passively pretty aggressively, because again, it does level on block as well. So Mushrooms do get 1 point even if you block them. So I don't think you have to worry about optimizing for Mushrooms too much.
That makes sense. I think that makes sense. But it's cool to see like how often Teemo's being implemented in some of these like really, I want to say keep away compositions, but then you're also tagged with characters that have really aggressive coverage. Like Ari's got really great coverage. Yasuo can keep away, but also can close the gap extremely well.
Of course.
Too. And even not even just like moving on in there, right? He can throw up Wind Wall if need be, cover it with Steel Tempest, you get a hit off of that, you kind of go. So it's cool to see it. I love the implementation earlier from having Teemo plus a big body, like Teemo plus Darius. I'm like, all right, cool. I can see the vision behind this.
Of course.
I want to see it a little bit more. Like, what if we see like a Teemo and Braum? I know it's like asking for the stars right now.
No, but I think I don't even think that's asking for the stars, because that's kind of what I was talking about before. I don't really think there are any team comps in this game that are bad. I think there are things that are like suboptimal, but it's even too early to say suboptimal.
It's underexplored.
Yeah, underexplored. But I don't think there's a pairing where it's like you are sabotaging yourself playing this. Because like in versus games, that's usually a harsh reality. Is it's like when you pick a character, you're like, this is the character I want. And people, the first thing they tell you is like, okay, here's the characters you want to play. Here's the characters you don't want to play because they have bad synergy. But I feel like that doesn't come up that much in this game.
It doesn't feel like it.
Which is, what a breath of fresh air to be able to pick what I want, man. How cool is that?
That is quite the statement. That actually puts a smile on my face, like genuinely. It's like, dude, I have so many different options. I'm at liberty to pick anything I want and have a good time with it, right? Like, we don't know what the tiers are going to be like down in maybe like a month or two, but like still anything can change up within a week, within a month, depending on Riot's discretion. But also more so from the data being implemented too. And I don't even think it's going to be like that harsh as well when you've seen the current couple of changes that have been implemented up until this point.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of like turning dials instead of flipping switches, you know what I mean? Which is really nice. Because newsflash for fighting games, it's okay for some characters to be really strong. I'm okay with characters being really, really good. So just little tone downs to make them like more manageable to have to deal with rather than nerfing them into the ground, I think is a big deal. So that's I appreciate the balancing philosophy so far a lot. Especially with the frequency too, because in a lot of modern fighting games, we have to go a pretty long time for like big patches. So seeing like meaningful changes pretty aggressively is a good feeling in the current state, I would say, for me personally.
Yeah, you know, when you said long periods of time for patches, I definitely that smile definitely turned upside down on my end. I'll tell you what.
I wasn't gonna say no name.
I'm still waiting. I'll be waiting, Proxy. On my side of the fence, I'd be waiting.
Oh man, but it looks like our two players are getting ready on the stage here. We're gonna have ConCon, who's gonna be coming up here. ConCon did extremely well in Guilty Gear Strive a bit earlier, Jacko player in that game. So there's not much of a Jacko function in this game, I'd say. So really, at this point, you just play something that kind of looks for lockdown more is the thing. But I mean, it's 2XKO. Every team is looking for lockdown, so not too unique of an idea there.
That's fair. Yep. And this is a character actually we haven't seen on the screen on the other side. We're looking at Warwick, right? I actually haven't been able to see what, even like within the convention center itself when I was kind of hovering around some of the 2XKO players and whatnot. But we have one. We're getting a lot of representation, and I love that too for some of the newer characters going back to the island.
Yeah, and I think Warwick is actually a good pick, especially into the Jinx. Him being able to hold his S1, go for the run, and be projectile invincible while he runs is a very big deal for sure, as well as having one of the best, if not the best, standing overhead in the game, coming out at, I believe it's 24 frames. But since it is within his run, the startup of the run could be anything. So those first 8 frames, you get no info. So those don't count.
I think I saw somebody mentioning that. It's like, hey, it says it comes out at like 19 frames. I don't even know if that was the same move or not, but it's like, hey, but it comes out at 19, but it says 24 startup. Yeah, because of the run.
Yeah, and that 24, that's a lie. Like the first startup, he could just be holding S1. Like, no extra info for you there, but with the double down and the side swap here, working out well so far.
Oh my God! Taking to the skies after Calm. Jesus Christ! Look at the Knicks.
Still okay here. The Ahri's going to try and play it a little bit lame. Got to be careful. In the mid-range, 2H of the gods, as I said before, is able to clean things up so easily.
Ooh, I was not familiar with the game. Neither was ConCon. Coming in with the Warwick, right? Rushing on in there. We do get the push block, as we had mentioned, talked about. The Cloud, now shutting him down.
Warwick is a character you want to push block a good amount against, too. Yeah, the overhead is really susceptible to push block, and all of his follow-ups out of Demon Flip they either will whiff or will be more minus when you actually go for the push block there. See, jump forward, also pretty good.
You can start to see like what trajectory he takes and what angles he covers to nullify like I guess the angles of Demon Flip, right? Or I guess Lycan Flip. I guess we're gonna call it that, but. Yeah, I didn't think it would be too much of a problem. When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this is a very interesting like set angle that he could cover. Set angle, set of angles.
It is a set angle, but with that dive kick specifically, I was in the lab. I was trying to do bad dive kicks. I can't make it worse than -3. That dive kick is very good.
I guess so. I mean, yeah, that is a little bit problematic, right? But it's up to you to kind of like figure out how to navigate around it rather than try to force the block, right? Oh.
Dude, in the story of the game so far, it's been 2H, man. This Yasuo has been patrolling the skies so effectively here as we extend further in the corner.
Jesus. Why is that so cool, man? And why is he the only one that has access to that?
I don't know. Marlon Pie loves Yasuo. Shout outs.
Yo, good call, Marlon Pie.
Oh,
My favorite swag scientist, Marlon Pie. Genuinely.
Back in with the mix again. 2M to be able to stop sign the dash forward. Oh, ConCon. Things not looking good here. We do commit with the dive kick, but you have to. It has to be standing jab there. 5L is the answer if you see a dive kick anywhere.
God, he's so cool. How do you not? And he has a gourd. How do you not pick this character?
And is the gourd the thing?
How do you not pick this character? Yes, absolutely, it's a thing.
Okay, respect. I don't know, man. I feel like he just. Oh, see, he.
I saw it.
Parry
It
whipped
was,
out. That was tough.
it was Tempest plus Rocket, right?
Yeah, with the attempt at the parry from Concon on the other side, but I don't know. I just don't want to. My hands don't agree. That's the only reason. That's the thing holding me back from this. I'll be honest.
From the gourd?
From the Yasuo.
Okay, I was gonna say like,
No.
from rocking a gourd on you, bro.
No,
That's a
no,
cool-
no, no,
you-
no.
I think it'd be a cool ass accessory on you.
That's
I'm
just a
saying.
fashion statement, 100%. There for the gourd.
I think anybody would look that much cooler with the gourd. Anyways, I feel like it's pretty manageable. Like I've been starting to play this game on pad more often than not, and
Yeah.
I feel like going through like these Yasuo strings or like full-on combos don't feel too bad on pad.
That's true, honestly. I feel like a lot of it comes down to a lot of your key things coming through the stance, and stance just being a down and a button input feels really, really nice.
Feels amazing, man.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, what's not going to feel amazing here is the Super Mega Death Rocket is going to come down for the execute. Fury not even going to get spent here as Concon continues to try and punch from the ropes.
It's so deceptive the amount of damage that comes in. Here comes Warwick though. Had to push him away, all the way through. And that low actually just caught Concon. He blocked the incoming in the air correctly and just decided to not check his shins afterwards.
Even there with the tech forward, nice between the two, is able to get the connection here. Finally, first real combo we're getting to see as we're going to build up some bloodlust. But where does this end us is the question now. This sends you full screen. Okay. Coast to coast with the Ahri, smart.
We do get the chase down. We saw the attempt to universal wake up.
Ooh, what a bait on the get up attack there.
I didn't realize how much recovery that bad boy has.
That's like 25 or 26. It's a lot.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's a full-on dash and a half. Dude. That's not true. You use like a dash attack is what I'm saying.
We knew.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Because I swear to God, if somebody decides to just dash and wait, it's like, hey, this guy lied.
Straight in once again. Nice block on the overhead. Way to stand up, stay present in the moment here. Apu still holding on to the third. Oh, my.
Good call out, too. Every so often you gotta throw that in and check the validity or at least the legitness of your opponent's air approach, right?
Now, unfortunately
Damn.
for Concon, this is so winnable. That level 3 does a grip. It's a super assist hit!
No.
Are we getting a Fury in time is the only question here. It looks like we are, but the throw is gonna take it. What a comeback here. Masterful play from the Jinx to secure the victory.
That was mad smart, too, to go for the throw. And they both approve of each other's tactics. Right on. I like that.
Oh man, dude, I'm glad that I saw your jaw drop to the floor because I have the same reaction every time I see how much damage. That was throw scaling off of that Jinx level 3. That was off of a throw, brother. Granted, fully, not a meme, she needs it, but wow, what kind of damage, bro.
it's I don't know, like, I'm trying to, like, balance between the two by what you're saying, and like I understand like she needs it. Then when you say but wow, and I'm like, I'm still back in the middle, to be quite honest with you.
It can definitely be impressive and still be ridiculous here, you know. It's still all right.
Yeah, no doubt. So you guys have been tuning into Quick Attack, or sorry, hello, First Attack. Real quick with, I was gonna say quickly, I do want to make sure that you guys first of all, enjoy your time here at First Attack. If you've never been, I highly encourage you guys being here. This is my first time ever being here.
Same.
Oh, really?
Absolutely, yeah. First time in Puerto Rico and at First Attack.
Big same for me. Right on.
It's been a great experience, 100%.
Yeah, and part of that again, I guess in tandem with that, everybody that's been a part of this, the tournament organizers as well. One big part of it, Liberty PR, their internet has been a huge part of making this whole operation run. So with those guys, they've been doing a great job of making sure that we have no limits here in the convention center and can do as much as we can in regards to like all the streaming, all the activities that we do have from all of the content creators here as well. And also just some of the other events, like we not only have gaming going on from our side of the fence with fighting games, we also have a bunch of TCG stuff. People are filming there.
Of course.
We have a full-on 3-on-3 basketball tournament happening on that side of the ballroom, and it's kind of god like we could actually see who's making
from
this
here.
and who's most definitely. So again, Liberty PR doing a huge job representing themselves well and providing the utmost high quality internet here in the convention center.
Absolutely. So make sure you shout them out. Again, visit your nearest store today, or you can call. It's 1-855-655-0055.
It's a lot of fives, brother.
A lot of fives. It makes it memorable.
Yeah.
Repetition brings it, keeps it in your brain.
Exactly. Liberty always with you for sure. That in mind, we have more coming on in. I do believe, Chris G is coming up on next in just a bit. But before we do that, we're going to talk about some giveaways that are going to be going on also with Liberty. I actually forgot to mention this, my mistake.
Of course, no, please.
This is something that I'm very excited about. Hey, if you guys want a chance to win a Nintendo Switch 2 with a Pokemon Legends Edition, it's a downloadable code with it. This is huge. Scan the QR code on the screen. Am I allowed to do this, by the way?
I got the less questions, more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
anyways,
be sure to scan the QR code before I do. Fill in your information, and you can participate in your chance to win a Nintendo Switch Pokemon Legends Edition. I have been cracking out on this game. I beat it in like a day and a half. I'm almost done with all the side quests. I'm not going to spoil anything, but man, what a fun time.
I was going to say, I haven't had time to sit down and play yet, so this might be my, if I take the victory here, it might be my chance.
It's good. It's
good?
so good.
Because I loved Arceus, bro. Don't play with me.
So did I!
Okay, thank you.
That whole formula of the way you play Arceus,
so good.
It was my favorite. I'm like, dude, this is such a great shift away from like the mainstream games, or at least the mainline game and their mechanics. I'm like, dude, I am in love with this. And dude, the ranked mode, busting. I love the ranked mode, dude. And it's not it's not like a one-on-one. There's like different there are different options, by the way.
You're selling me perfectly.
You get to move around and snipe out other Pokemon with your... Dude, don't get me started, bro. Do not get me started on that. When's competitive Legends, dude? When is competitive Legends happening? I'll definitely run that whole tournament.
For now, we got two more of the homies coming up once again here. It's been, honestly, two of the strongest Teemo players we've seen in the tournament so far. It's going to be Chris G and Neural Arc, so in that regard, maybe a touch of a team kill here as we do get the Crumple in the corner, force the break up the launcher as Chris G continues to roll on the defense.
Oh my god! Now both Teemos are going at it, a touch of Teemo, if you will. We got the campfire set up. We're taking a hike, plenty of darts on the way through. A little bit of pogo action.
Bring it back into the Ahri, which is definitely what you want to see here. Was looking for the air tech, Neural Arc with incredible neutral tech. They're super smart to not get put in that weird tech situation.
1, 2, 3. And it was a 2L instead. No calm stomp, right?
Oh, and I like that too.
Interesting way to get that reset.
After the push block, committing to the S2, goes for the tag and absolutely able to get the confirm from it there. So smart. And that is another thing that you see in versus games a ton, that Chris G, who is fundamentally one of the most sound versus games player ever, is that you see when he jumps, his jumps are always covered by assist. He's never jumping unless he has an opportunity for multiple avenues of movement or for his assist to cover him there. See, as soon as his Teemo leaves the ground, watch that Ahri's going to pop out immediately. Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Ahri got blown up.
That was the perfect choice though. He sends out his own assist to pop the mushroom on the other side to make sure that he has tempo. That's so good.
And he gets to do it again, right? Another set of mushrooms. Neural Arc doing the exact same thing. He's sending Ahri to take most of the brute force.
Yeah, it's just gray health. It's well worth it every single time, as now the mushroom badge is on. It's going to send out the super mushroom one more time and reclaims the screen space back. Crucial situation now for Chris G. He's playing the neutral perfectly right now.
More Doom, eat your heart out. Ahri Teemo, welcome to the new world.
Oh, you see there, tags in with the threat of Ahri and then just immediately tags back out. Just wants to reposition, get that gray health back. This is crucial again.
Oh, we got more badges. This character's kind of sick. I'm really coming around to this character. Is that weird?
I don't like how much I like him.
Yeah,
Truly, I'll say it.
Is that weird? It's the total opposite of my archetype. But I'm really coming around to him.
Hey, he's really good with Yasuo. That might be your stuff.
You know, say less. Say less.
Oh, darts into the tag, and this is part of why. Doesn't get much on the high-low, though. Just invest in the chip with the S1. It's not going to help us too much here, as Chris G going to optimize the damage with 2 bars in the pocket.
Ugh, give me that orb. The deception on the way back.
The jump heavy, bro.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the sound design in this game is phenomenal. Oh, that was mix.
That was mix. pulled him out of the corner here, rolls past, easy peasy. Chris G showing off once again the strength of the situation.
Having that badge 2 attack was just so much potential for that mix towards the end. Get a little spin, bring him back up.
Well, that's another thing that's so strong about Teemo is he's so good at accessing Tag Launcher. Being able to go shovel Tag Launcher is amazing there, the 3H. Uh-oh.
There's so much time to confirm it, too. That's so sick. On the other side, though, you thought it was a drop. No, it was purely intentional with the Orbit Deception.
Oh no, with the assist there, the darts goes for the dash up and is able to find the low. Incredible open up once again for Chris G here. The threat of that instant overhead just makes you play different on the defensive choices.
Yeah, that's kind of tough too. We do have the bush set up. We do have a bunch of mushrooms set up as well, but out of there, being able to parachute and roll on over to the other side. Full control now from Chris G. It's really up to Neurolock to try to get past this plethora of projectiles and just traps overall. You do it, I'm going to do it too, brother.
Still maintaining his own super mushroom now. Potentially can use the shovel to push it forward if he wants. Instead, it's just going to chill and control the space. Time winding down, and the life bars telling a hell of a story right now. Chris G is controlling everything to a T. And with the S2, thought we could get the punish before the mushroom popped.
And then right back to it. Set him up. Let me get the gang of mushrooms.
Oh, he coming.
Yeah. Oh, yo, big fella's coming. The fact that the mushrooms bounce on each other and so do like the pellets from the slingshot, that's crazy to me.
As Chris G floated across the whole screen there, both players were cheesing. That was so, they both were like, this is goofy.
Yeah. I love that.
I like to see the good energy, bro.
It's hard not to. Like, if you know exactly what you're doing with this character, and it's like, you know what, you can't help but smile. It's like, I would have done the same. He's like, you're kind of sick. He's like, all right. You know, it kind of feels good. It's like, damn, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm on the right track of learning how to play this character. That feels great.
Dump H back into the shovel. Look for the air reset once again. Stand medium and tries to extend further, but no opportunity for a tag here. Just going to get a little bit of block there with the darts.
Did you see that? He just completely clapped him and the mushroom.
The self alley-oop to get into the tag launcher is so sick. But this time, down to the 2v1 again. Yasuo, I was going to say capable, but
more often than not, yeah, we saw an attempt at a 2H, just the wrong timing because of how Chris G decided to use that like a double jump, I think. A little bit of a float.
yeah, looked like it. And unfortunately there, another one of the layers to dealing with Teemo is that there's never a question of if it's going to be enough damage here, especially if there's double down, if there's meter on the side, it's going to be more than enough. Chris G, man.
You wouldn't know if both of these cats were smiling at each other just a moment ago. Just the way they got off the stage. But, I mean, either way, it's cool to see them both. NeuroArc, NY, Chris G here representing themselves well in the top 16. That was actually, I think, what, how many other Teemos are in this top 16? It was like those two.
That I know off the top of my
4,
head,
right?
I think there's 4 total currently,
yeah.
I think. But, you know, a team kill there on those 2 at least.
We're now going into, I believe, the loser's side. Dude, I'm not even, like, fully aware of like what else is going on in the bracket too, because I did happen to see like some of the names. I did happen to see some of the teams right before coming here, but for the most part, it's been, I don't know, they're just kind of like chilling in the background, right?
It definitely has been good vibes for sure. Been excited to get to see you know, the amount of players coming through. This is our other Teemo coming up here in just a minute that we'll get to see in a second though, but hopefully we'll get to bring it to the table for ourselves.
And we are getting ourselves situated for the next couple of matches. Obviously, we have to give huge shout-outs to those fully involved in First Attack as well.
Absolutely. That's going to be Turismo coming out, so, you know, Have you downloaded the app yet? You know, the
I have
official
not
app for it's for tourism in Puerto Rico, actually. So this
Oh.
is something that actually I need to get on here. So if you want to get more information and potentially be able to, branch out when it comes to planning your trip and being able to be ahead of the game when it comes to your trip to Puerto Rico. Obviously, there are some amazing people here who are willing to be the tour guides in the FGC who have been spoiling us, absolutely spoiling
I
us.
wouldn't be surprised if
But-
they're involved with like putting together the app because
True.
the app itself has like so many different spots for like when it comes to like food experiences within like the culture itself, like being able to check out like the buildings, the establishments, Old San Juan, even some of the cultural aspects of their food and their
Of
drinks,
course.
etc. All of that is in there in this app for the Turismo app.
Yeah, definitely been spoiling us with that for sure. So it is on Google Play as well as the App Store, so make sure you check that out. Again, if you're planning a trip out here to Puerto Rico, definitely something that you have to have for yourself, a lifeline for sure.
Let me see it one more time, just in case I get Turisteando. That's the one. I wanted to make sure I read that correctly because my eyes are bad. I didn't want to
Me
leave you
too,
hanging
brother.
or anything, but I'm
Hey,
like,
me
yo,
too, brother.
I cannot see that font. I'll be very honest with you. That was our fault, gang.
Bring it on to our next players, though. As we said, it's going to be Sabito and Pumper Jam. And Pumper Jam,
We saw the other end of
Yeah.
the top 16. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
no, it's okay. It's unfortunately, with the best of respects, our homie, unfortunately, Tong Lee, has been eliminated. Good try, though. But no, we are bringing Pumper Jam to the table here. Pumper Jam been looking good all weekend long. I believe it's still rocking the Jinx. Yes, it is gonna be that Jinx
Nice.
Yasuo for sure. I know. See, I got mixed because I was talking to him, and he currently, when we were having a conversation, he said, "Why would I play Jinx when I can play Teemo?" And I was like, this is a question you need to ask within yourself. And he was like, I'm switching when I get home. So that's where my mix-up came here. I think Jinx brings enough unique stuff to the table, though, that she's definitely worth the consideration still. I think that the instances of her traps and the way she closes the distance, as well as the type of damage she can bring through, I think she's still a worthwhile character to bring to the table.
Would you say it requires a little bit more maintenance to like have these traps be a little bit more of a threat? Because sometimes you got to give it a little bit of a push to kind of like force it, or you
Yeah.
gotta just, would you rather just let it rock and just chill?
I think it depends on how much time you've built yourself and what your team comp looks like, because I do think it is significantly better if you're able to, like electrify them or push them forward a lot of the times. But it kind of comes down to, it has kind of a, for a Guilty Gear feel, it has kind of a Venom feel of being able to push the balls around in the
Yeah, the
right
fluid balls, yeah.
places. So, I think it just comes down to what type of optimizations you're looking to go for. But I would say, as far as the electrocution goes, every time if you can.
Oh, that's huge, yeah.
Every time if you can.
So long as you have it, you got to use it. Damn. Well, we're not going to have the other side of the Yasuo coming in from Pumper Jam. Sabito already making quick work with that Ari.
Oh, I'm trying to look for the slide there. Unfortunately, he mistimes it. Nice connection there with the sand light to be able to keep that pressure going.
Kind of tricky.
Yep.
A bit of a zap. Big old zap, excuse me. I like the idea of the mix coming in from like Yasuo, but if it's not behind a meaty, why would I sit there and try to block something if I could just dash out?
Very true. I do like also that the electrocution shot, the normal one, is called Zap, and the super is just called Zap.
Yeah.
Which is,
I just say big zap.
it's perfect Jinx energy.
I love
Unfortunately, the energy doesn't help us there on the defense. The overhead comes through and gets the closeout.
I saw a little bit of a online habit down below. You just see like the pause, the start button just flashing. Yeah, I've been doing the same thing.
Of course.
Oh,
I'm the reason you have to have hold the pause 100% because I'm just give me into the next one here. But
Exactly.
with this one, stand heavy. Uses the S1 to try and go for cross up there. Couldn't quite convert it the way we needed to, though, unfortunately. He's going to look for the tag to bring in that Jinx.
my God, the Ollie just find the pickup. And immediate break out of that. Double breaks, both gone.
Daka reaching on that one. Missed out a little late on the stance there, still okay. What a backdash into the press! Buffers the backdash and immediately goes for the medium there, is able to get the whip punish, which is not something you often get to say versus Yasuo.
So keeping that corner. Damage incoming. Yo, back-to-back swings over to the wall, too. Slicing that cloud. Actually, the wind and the cloud, excuse me.
Even here, goes for the block. Manages to deal with the situation well. Oh, wow, what a confirm!
field. Tempest being able to tag in Ari right afterwards too. That's huge. Or at least so we thought.
Damn, but the instant overhead, that triple overhead, misses out on the tag launcher, but again,
That was sick.
The second time we've got caught reaching the SOS from Sabito trying to tech the throw.
Can't be doing that, Playboy. Not against Yasuo. There was an attempt at anti-air, but just at the wrong angle. Like the jam. Close it out. We got super. Nice and easy.
Dude, the stand light into dash jump S1
That's messed up.
is evil work.
That's kind of devious.
Truly evil.
I've definitely seen that at the very beginning. I'm like, oh, this character is kind of sick. There's other expletives I wanted to use, but in a positive way, because I was a fan of that. I'm like, yo, throw baits. That's right up my alley, baby.
Timing on the tag there was really good to be able to avoid the break here. Follows up off the stance, zip down to the ground.
Ooh, the chase on the tech roll on the other side. So difficult to kind of deal with, because he's right on top of the body, right? It's just so ambiguous what side he's going to be on. And also, he has access to your backside regardless.
Yeah, I mean, Yasuo he thrives in ambiguity. Oh, that was, yeah, same.
I almost ripped your shoulder off, bro. I almost Tasty Steved your ass, bro. That's crazy.
Ooh. Super assist, doesn't quite find the mark here. Might need to try and look for a snipe at some point. Does have that one, the 2 bars in our pocket. Fury active as well. Gonna make it a little more meaningful as the 2H goes wide.
Coming into that Gatling, still being able to get that punish coming in from Sabito.
That was 3 separate hits right there.
Wild. That's actually wild.
Oh, and we are playing Double Down, actually, so is able to simplify the process as well. For a team like this, normally you would see freestyle here, but having that extra access to damage, especially being able to have the extra access to mix off of Jinx S1 super and being able to go for the tag, still can, it can add up for you.
Pretty sick, actually. Both users rocking Double Down.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't get to think about that. I'm still stuck on, like, thinking about the teams and their synergy, and I always forget about the fusions. That's just me, though. That's a personal problem.
But I think that's a big thing to remember, and it's tough to remember sometimes. But like,
go on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean, having a different fuse almost makes it a different team in some cases, which is really fun.
Yeah. Super valid, by the way, right? Just thinking about that, having these different fuses, having access to certain synergies as well. Damn.
Both of them are having a field day for the jump S1. Had the jump forward, but doesn't go for the block there. A lot of the time, I wouldn't even, it's simple enough that I wouldn't even call it an OS, but a lot of times a good habit to have is when you go for a launcher and you press up forward and you confirm that you're jumping, just hold down back for like 15 frames during your jump, because you will just naturally bait a ton of bursts. It's just good to get in your hands.
Makes a lot of sense. On the side, yeah, I think even just going to like normals right afterwards, or kind of like delaying it just right outside of the window where they would recover, then that's fine, yeah. I get that.
Zip, follow through. Level 1. And of course, again, with the double down, crucial use of the fireworks there as Pumper Time is able to get on the board for the first time here, trying to battle back in this one.
Do people still Canadian burst in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
You get destroyed for that. Everybody does that
know,
though.
yeah.
Canadian burst is when you burst in the Great White North, when you're way too high. You should not have bursted that high.
I had to ask.
Yeah, but break radius is huge, but you can actually be too far away. So if somebody hits you with like a weird launcher and you break, it even puts you a little higher, so you can get Happy Birthday so easy.
That's funny. That's just mad funny. You get an orb to come out.
With the amount of Guilty Gear players they have on the dev team for this, of course they have to leave. That's important lore.
Good. Very, very, very good to know. Are we going to call it the Great White Break then?
I don't know.
We might as well.
Maybe. We used to sing "Oh Canada" when they would have a bad burst and strive.
I've heard it. I've definitely heard it. I've 100% heard it, and I would stand up. I'm not Canadian, but my sister-in-law is, so I gotta show respect.
Oh, dealing with the fireball pretty well there. Should have gone for the 2H. Unfortunately, the S1. That's oh,
It picked up both.
You had to.
You had to do it.
Okay. Jinx is gonna go for the snipe here. We got him. We shoot him. Doesn't work out. Delay on the super. It hits. What a
That's
trap!
crazy. Ah, come on now. That's just way too tricky. You know what's crazy? The threat of the double overhead incoming is so so much more potent than just like the empty jump low, in my opinion, because he's done that multiple times, right? Pumper Jam has gone to that option like multiple times this set.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of devious. Ooh! On the
Oh,
other side!
had the crumple. Should be good from here. Optimize this just a little bit more. Doesn't go for the super. Instead believes in the mix-up. We're going to hold the meter.
That's crazy. Oh my! Shot in the legs! It's Pumper Jam tying it up. This quite the set. Tied 1-1.
Yeah, had the exact. Oh, wow, and what a dash up here. And really, the difference maker, the big change we've seen is Sabito has been so much more aggressive on these choices here. Our positioning, even just like there, uses the command hop, knowing that Pumper Jam's been really good on the 2Hs, is still willing to risk it on the jump.
Again, going for the command jump into the low. Getting smoked. Okay, hold on. Here comes Ari, though. The Ari's been actually putting in a lot of work from the side of Sabito. But can it survive the mix?
Gets in with the stand heavy. Looks for the tag and extra damage here. Set up, and that's a reaction every time. You can't roll out of that situation.
Ooh. Ooh, what a block! Yo, the time to press the button was perfect from the side of Sabito. Trying to go for the overhead, a little sneaky. Actually, can you block that though?
Oh, charge heavy. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it worked out. Okay, still good. Same side, and once again, look at the dude. Look at the confidence we're pressing these heavies with.
Trying to face the win. Monkey on the other side too. We got the tag back in from the jam. Coming in with the jump S1. Slicing the clouds, just enough damage. Sabito down to his last couple of hits. Not too much damage on the table left. The interruption was there.
Yeah, invincible to projectiles, but not invincible to the strike here. Missing out. Opportunity as we look for the overhead.
What do you say about it? Just get hit with Sharky.
Point blank.
That's how it goes. You know, why not?
That's good enough.
Why not?
You got life to play with here. Here comes super tag though. Had an opportunity to parry. Instead, is still gonna get caught. And
It's just optimize it. You could, oh, you could have gotten so much more if you delayed just a split second.
he almost regulated. That was so tough though with the height. And even there, again, when you get those hits, just tap down back. Just give it a little tap. It'll work out.
Tap, tap, taparoo. Slicing up the clouds yet again. 1, 2, 3. The frame, and it was so meaty.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus. I see. I'm starting to believe.
Oh, Pumper Jam on the ropes a little bit. Yasuo's been the moneymaker for sure, though. That was a really weird piece of movement there from the Ari. We bait out the get-up attack, force the break.
Oh, look at the dash pickup. 1, 2, 3.
That's done. 1-1 on the rounds now as, again, the self-double down.
Yeah. I mean,
How many
it's still
moons?
it's still one of the coolest things.
How many moons do we have to sacrifice for this guy?
I mean, at first attack alone, I think we've seen at least like 30 or 40, like at a minimum.
We gotta be up there. And I'm sure in the pools, things have been a very happy lunar situation right now.
Yeah. That's a lot of moves now. The tides are going crazy. That's why it's raining so hard right now.
My God.
Dude, it's raining so hard outside.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh
man.
no. Ollie, off the break. Set us up one more time. Looks for the overhead, mistimes it though, and Pumper Jam able to press at the perfect space. Ugh.
All the way down. Set up Monkey.
Oy. We actually kind of beefed our own mix up there. 2H pushed the monkey too far away, so it didn't get the help.
I was actually kind of curious about that. I wasn't going to say it because, like, I don't know enough about Jinx to be like, hey, what's that? Like,
Kind of messed ourselves up on that one. You know, self-sabotage, all right. Oh, but the cross-up, not okay on that one. Had to parry it. That was going to chip even if it was one block, I think.
Damn. That's the other side. A little ambiguous with the movement. A little delay, too, with the low. Oh,
Definitely appreciate the get-up attack. Oh.
that was kind of sick.
No, you don't.
No way.
I warned you.
If you were able to pick up after that because it hits the tail end of the super, that would have been kind of godlike.
If you hit both, he can do the other super, but that's luckily the point character is blocking. Look, we just landed the. Listen, underrated. Sometimes just rip the level 3. I promise you, it's a great strategy if you have the meter. Level 3s in this game as reversals are so potent.
People let ults rock all the time in League. It's just a way to initiate. Although we don't approve, sometimes it just works out.
Listen, sometimes it's not about what the people think. Sometimes it's about what gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? And Wake Up Ultimate really, truly works out. Certain characters, it's a little better than others. Like, I think Ari's is, like, definitely middle of the pack because it's, like, a relatively okay projectile. But, like, for example, like Blitzcrank and, like, Echo, off the rails, bro.
Dude, that's actually kind of wild that Echo 1 is a counter hit, like, stance type of thing. I didn't realize it when I first saw it. I'm like, what is that?
For that. Yeah. Like,
yeah. As soon as I saw it happen, I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy.
Oh, man. But speaking of, our people that have been helping us out with putting on First Attack and keeping the lights on with everything going on, you have Multinational Insurance who has also been helping out. So when you need it the most, it's the difference is who responds for you. And, Multinational, definitely incredible when it comes to the response time and the support that they're able to give you, from the things, which, considering when it comes to insurance, it can be kind of a headache to navigate by yourself.
Truly, truly. It's better to have it and not need it rather than to need it and not have it.
%.
That is the biggest thing when it comes to any insurance. And it freaks me out low-key, but I'm like, you know what? I'll shell out a little bit just to make sure like my quality of life and my peace of mind are intact.
Of course, so absolutely. Make sure you check them out for sure, and thank you again to them and to everybody who is continuing to sponsor and help out when it comes to First Attack, an event that needs to be preserved and needs to continue to grow because I was talking about it on Guilty Gear Strive a little bit earlier. This is my first time here in Puerto Rico and first time here at First Attack, and this event is on the list now. Even if I don't come back for commentary, I got to come back for the vibes. It's too perfect.
Most definitely. I mean, like, dude, there's so many options for food around here, and that alone makes me happy. And being able to hang out with the homies too, like all in the same venue, being able to like grab games as well. It makes it feel like some of like the older like convention style events.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is something I really, really enjoyed.
It definitely, it has that it feels like home. It's one of those events for sure, which I don't know, captures my heart and kind of reminds me why I started wanting to travel to these things and why I wanted to like compete the way that I did. Because obviously my local scene was great and I had a lot of fun playing with them. But the moment we started to branch out past just playing in our city, I was like, wow, I got to do this more often.
Yeah, most definitely. No, it feels great. I mean, having that connection, it feels much more intimate, does it not? Like,
it does.
It's just like having everybody in like this much smaller space, being able to tune into like, there's only like what, I think one really big main stage, one like side stage with like a really significant hunter, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
It's cool to just see everybody like really focused in on like some of these games as well.
Back in the mix for ourselves, though, a name that a lot of people will know for a long time, whether you played BlazBlue, whether you played Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, definitely a familiar face here. It's Flux, rocking the Ari as well as the Teemo here, which I think he was on Jinx before, so this makes perfect sense as far as the transition goes. Definitely the type of player who loves to play a very controlled style. As a previous Zero player himself, as a previous New 13 player himself, always sticks to characters that fill up the screen and make your life kind of a nightmare.
I honestly thought he was going to go in with like maybe like a Teemo Echo composition.
Maybe.
Genuinely, with the way he kind of plays, being able to zip around the screen as well. Little sidebar. It's crazy seeing him with facial hair, because I've seen babyface Flux for decades, by the way. It blows my mind. This guy has facial hair that connects, and it looks good on him. I'm jealous, but he looks great. I'm glad he's here.
It's a great
I haven't seen him in years.
Dude, he doesn't come to as many events these days, but when he does, well, first of all, his results are very good. Old man still got it. And second of all, he's just such a pleasure, man. I always say that people who have playstyles in fighting games that are frustrating and obnoxious are the nicest people in real life, and Flux is the ultimate like source for that.
He's high.
Because his zero play is it makes me a little sad. But what a nice guy.
It does. No, he's a genuine sweetheart, man. He's a really, really cool, down-to-earth guy for sure.
DBX having a little bit of trouble here when it comes to navigating the situations, though. Already have the slingshot leveled on this side as we tag into the Ahri, continuing to cycle through these characters well.
Oh, we finally get a big opening. But can we keep that pressure up, right? Can we continuously pursue? Bring it back. And did you see the attempt? Actually, that overhead was so wanging.
Dude, and everything about that sequence was amazing as well. Being able to, oh no, was waiting on the parry there. Unfortunately, the mushroom didn't activate immediately. Damn.
The frying pan noise. It's too good. At first, I thought it was a pizza slicer.
Really?
I did, yeah. I'm like, damn, Timo just has that ready?
You think he's just carrying around like 24 eggs for every time he presses medium, or you think it's the same egg every time?
Ooh. That's a good question. No, I think it's multiple eggs.
It has to be, because otherwise that's gross.
Kinda. I think so, yeah. I don't think that's sanitary.
Well, definitely not. It's Flux going with the timeout here. Doing a great job again of just playing it so passively and making his opponents have to overextend a little bit to actually get some pressure applied.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hot stuff on the screen. My phrasing could have been a little better.
No, but you're right. Woo, what a confirm, though. He's able to get the normal jump height into the level 1. It's going to be jab, jab, follow through, and limit strike to be able to build extra break. No, going to take the character instead. Smart.
I think that's one of the cooler supers, by the way. I hate that if he kills you, he's like, told you. Come on, man. Yeah, we made the mistake. You got it, man.
I get it, bro.
Leave me alone, man.
Oh, see, that's... I feel like multiple characters in this game have, like, voice lines like that where it's like, come on. Like, when Echo says got him, I'm like, yeah, okay, shut up.
Yeah, I love the attitudes and personalities in this game. Genuinely. Damn. Hold on. Give me that.
So in the corner, just an OTGH. Could have got a little bit more of a combo instead. Just going to try and apply pressure.
Zero apprehension on an airborne Ahri. Damn, son. Flux coming in with that super. A lot of movement, obviously, you could expect from Flux. So DBX, I think he's obviously trying to train Flux for future apprehends and maybe like a couple of boxings just to keep him on the ground, but it's so difficult to train someone like him.
Yeah, I think another thing, too, is that we're trying to go a little too hard into our stuff that's airtight. Like, we haven't really gone for apprehend unless we have a mushroom at our feet, which does make it a block string and makes it way harder to parry. But I feel like you just got to kind of send it sometimes. If you get your opponent on the ground in a weird situation, if they're landing and you can catch it a random apprehend, I feel like you can kind of put them on notice there. Even just make them parry, make them show you they have it.
That makes a lot of sense, too. That's the biggest thing. It's like if you show your opponent that you are capable of doing so, then the layer gets to get added,
yeah.
Right?
Because until you prove it, I'm going to do layer 1. Like, I'm not going to show you anything else. Why would I?
I agree. Unless you try to style or something. It's like, the layers 2 might not even work because it all depends on the conditioning prior.
Yeah. I think
that's like a fool.
That's a huge problem, I think, with fighting games for a lot of people. It's like pre-adapting. It's like, no, dude. If they're just getting thrown, like, keep doing it. Why not?
Yeah, man.
You're overcomplicating it.
It works in Street Fighter. It can work anywhere else.
Quick on the low there. Oh, couldn't get another hit with a slingshot. Unfortunately, Flux is able to play it a little more aggressive on the angle there and take the finish. Is a single round away from punching the ticket to loser side top 8.
What a beast. Push is set up. At least on the side of DBX. Temporarily. You see, Flux is already trying to cover back just in case DBX wanted to go for the teleport. Or I guess the retreat.
Yeah, I think that in mind is definitely good. Looks spam out on the low. Great push block. Had to commit the fireball.
Help it. Little accident.
I appreciate him trying to commit to stop the jump there, but unfortunately, a little bit of an overcommitment puts us in a weird spot now as Darius, I thought was going to get the tag in. Instead, it's going to be a whiff, unfortunately, from the Teemo here.
And it barely whiffed. The fact that Flux was ready with the punish, too, is also just as impressive. All the way in! The pickup from that far! Are you kidding me? Oh, that was actually mad awkward.
Ended up dropping, couldn't get anything else for it though. Dashes up and looks for the low. I appreciate how aggressive we are with the double overhead. That Teemo is playing it lame, but this Ahri is absolutely aggressive in all the right places.
Did you block that?
No, bro.
I didn't block that. I turned right to you. I'm like, help me. You got it. Help me.
No. I have the power of hindsight where afterwards I'm like, wow, triple overhead, huh? In the moment, I'm like, ah!
I'm always assuming double or triple overhead. That's why I'd be such a sucker for empty jump lows.
Respect.
Like free. But that's going to be Flux. Take it over to DBX. Moving on through the loser side. But yo, shout out to DBX as well, man. It's quite tough when you have to face off against like characters that are also using, players that are also using your character.
Oh, for sure. And also playing a character that has to kind of take such big risks in those situations there. Darius is a character that's not for the faint of heart. You have to be willing to take big guesses, and you have to be willing to get punished sometimes, because a lot of his stuff, he's one of the characters that's most susceptible to parry. So if you're playing against an opponent that's very, very capable in those moments, it's gonna happen to you occasionally. So you just gotta be brave. Keep your chin up.
Absolutely too.
I
I gotta say, man, it's really encouraging to see like how often we see these players also kind of take each other to the side, play a couple of casuals,
Yeah.
kind of like overall improve each other, because I mean, coming in from old man status of like seeing how it used to be, it's cool to see like how everybody's like developing each other and not really afraid to take some of the big risks even during their gameplay to figure out what works and what doesn't, and also to improve towards the bigger goal at the end of it all, right? No short-sightedness here when it comes to our players, but we get a little bit of a recharge if you mind, sir.
Of course.
You guys have been doing a great job of hanging out with us the entirety of First Attack weekend. Again, you guys are tuning into 2XKO, a very, very big part of their tour going on. And honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing as many offline 2XKO events, as many as the online ones as well.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes to the First Impact and the things that Riot has been able to bring to the table with that, specifically the 2XKO team, I don't know, man. It is just like some of the best netcode that we've ever seen in a fighting game ever. Offline, the game is translating incredibly well. It's just good to get to see that we're having these competitive things. And good to see them investing into their community. And I am so glad about the diversity of events that they invested into with First Impact, because I think a lot of the times it can be a situation where, like, you know, like certain regions will get like 52 stops of whatever the tour is or the situations, and then you know, we get big follow-ups on the other side. What do we get?
The base is shaking the camera so
really,
much, and I thought I was hallucinating. I'm like, dude, am I hungry?
It threw me off. No.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was pointing at it. I'm like, are you seeing this? Because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going crazy.
No, you're not going crazy, and big shouts to Riot again for the things that they're doing. The 2XKO team, and they're honestly and truly so far no notes. Real happy with what we've got. Dude, it's just oh man, the sound systems coming out have been ridiculous for this main stage for sure. It's been you know, up there. It's later today. That is where 2XKO is going to conclude. Obviously, we do have top 16 still rolling here, but on the main stage right now, it's Tekken 8 as well as Smash Ultimate. And then after Tekken 8, I believe we're gonna be rocking straight into the conclusion of 2XKO.
Damn, there's a lot going on the main stage too. We had so much international presence too, because we saw who was involved in Tekken 8 a little bit earlier ago, but also we're getting that now too. I feel like there's been a lot of players also coming in all for the same thing. They're trying to get their hands at multiple games. How's it going?
Just two of them. They don't have them.
Hey, good luck, guys.
I like that.
Didn't mean to yell at you guys, but the players are like, hey, what's up?
Oh, that was the international signal for button check.
Yeah. No, I got it.
There we go.
Yeah. I got it.
Sorry, my brain
I
turns
was
off
just ready
sometimes.
for it regardless.
Fully,
you know?
my brain just turns off sometimes, and it's nobody's fault but my own. It's
That's
just,
fair.
it is what it is.
Yeah. I was going to say what's up to him anyway, because he said what's up first.
Also true, Konkon just seems like a nice guy. He's also got a shirt that his shirt says, I wasn't training in Guilty Gear because I was too busy playing Uma Musa.
Those are...
Congratulations on the top 8.
No truer words have ever been spoken, to be honest with you. That game has taken everybody by storm.
It really has.
I've had people even go to like live horse races now because of it. Dead serious.
That is-
We have like a Santa Anita Park, so
I was gonna say I live less than an hour from a track, so I.
me too. Me too. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's at the horse track or at the horse races. It's the first time I played X-Men vs Street Fighter at the arcade.
Really?
That's serious.
Okay.
San Anita Park.
That's fair. I always like hearing where everybody's first one like that. See, because I was a bowling alley guy. My parents bowled league, and we had a Marvel 2 cap.
Yeah, that's also where I first played Marvel 2.
100%.
It was in a Las Vegas bowling alley.
Hell yeah.
Dude, my parents are hella Filipino. Now that I think about it, dude,
listen, bro.
every first like fighting game experience was like somewhere degenerate.
That's the Woodleaf Lanes in Salisbury, North Carolina. If you know, you know. That was the mecca for me. But into the matchup here, Con trying to do well here with that Warwick. I would love to get to see the Wolf qualify into this top 8 here, but Complex has been looking strong on the Darius here, playing that this was the Super Noon stuff for a while. The
Echo Darius, right?
yeah, it's a pretty strong team.
Is he still not trying to do Darius or Echo Darius?
I think he's switching to Teemo because it's pretty good.
Damn, that took him a long while then.
It did.
Because I was definitely watching him like 2 weeks ago, I think. But either way,
Hey, listen, as long as you got two extra assists, you got Echo on the screen. My time, I'm in. You're good for it.
Jesus. Oh! That Sidewinder also barely missing the mark. He kind of did that preemptively, or at least so I thought. It actually clipped Con the second time around.
Just throwing it out on the second occasion here. Nice little extra extension as we are going to definitely be able to take the kill. It's going to make him watch the movie on the level 3 to respect. A rare Darius level 3 because Darius's level 1s utility-wise are so good and so strong. Plus his damage is so high, you don't really ever get to see it because you don't need it. You're never building 3 bars with this guy because you're ripping headless.
Yeah, that's fair. Little sidebar. I really, really hope we get to see Draven. I want to see what his axe mechanics are going to look like in this game.
True.
And if he is out, I am 1,000% committed to that character.
Respect.
I don't give a damn if he's good or bad.
That's your dream character?
He's the illest character. Because he's like, I don't know if he's like a pure villain, right? He touches a little bit of neutral because he just wants a good show.
Draven? That guy's a villain.
He's a villain.
I feel like half of Darius' story and the reason why Darius is morally gray is because his whole existence is like, hey man, probably don't kill everyone. Be a little reason. These are our people now. Plus 5 on the demon flip, by the way.
that was kind of nuts, that whole pressure too, and I'm like, huh. That's kind of messed up. I thought it was the opposite in terms of like where their moral compass was between like Darius and Draven, but we'll get into it at a different time.
Yeah.
I do want to pick your brain about that.
Ooh. In the medium, tried to bait the retreating guard. That was actually such a sick high-level idea there. But Con stands true, stands strong, not going to go too aggressive on the defensive choices as the charm finds the mark.
I love how goofy everybody looks when it comes to getting hit by the charm.
Love makes you do weird things and look in weird ways, brother.
That's facts, man. I'll tell you what.
I didn't mean to go that deep here on a Sunday, but
it was deep enough. Ooh-wee, and Con. The big rebuttal. So much to work against from the side of Complex, though, right? You got 2 semi-healthy characters, so much real estate for Con to work with. We're going into this final round of Game 1. Great start for Complex.
I like that too. Is going to go for the extension there, not needing to use the super time winder. It's going to take that little bit extra damage and covers the situation well, but mistimes their throw.
Damn, son. Good chop on the other side too.
Okay.
Some of that bloodlust.
So important to note that next time we see Warwick, it is going to go into that pause.
Right, it's just like 1 touch away, right? There's like a sliver left on the meter.
Ooh! The meter doesn't look full when it's full. I think it's full. It's weird. It's like it might be a visual bug. See, there you go, pops in.
Damn, son. Oh, help me! Intentional reset. I'll give you that one. Oh, he just ran into it.
See, that's a tough thing, and one of the strongest things about Darius, he's so good at just stop-signing opponents there. That standing medium.
God, he's so fast when he's running. Oh, thank you, Fury.
Don't have to do too much credit to the My Time on that one. Keeping the pressure up, block strings into the bleed, and finds the hit again. We are dispensing mids right now.
The mid dispenser. I like that. For level 3.
For Noxus!
Ugh. Out of there. Warwick. Only one left. Looking real angry.
Oh.
Damn, look at that dog go. My man was on all fours. Look at him.
So Labdo went to the jump over and just barely was able to push away as we find the touch. Level 3 is going to be built just in time.
That's crazy, honestly. Like dead. I was going to say, is there going to be like a command grab coming or anything like that? But either way. Nice work. Damn, he's cool.
I'm glad to see this character is actually pretty good. Low-key, when I heard he was going to be in, I thought he was going to be kind of a cornball. But he ended up very cool.
I'm kind of indifferent towards Warwick because I've always seen, I always go back and revert to like Rip and the way he played Warwick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not making this character look cool, man. No, not the 2XKO version, but the League version, right? Like, what are you doing, brother? But you know, he looks really cool design-wise too in
Yeah.
this game. The way he flows also is really, really cool.
He feels like one of the most complete characters in the game, for sure. Balls up well here, though. It's going to leave you about 75% blood, looking strong as we are going to go for the double down, take us all the way to the wall.
Oh. Bringing that Echo. Okay, could have got a big pickup, just a little bit of a mishap. The drop from Concon. But still maintaining the pressure, getting to confirm. Bam. Is it full? Okay. Yeah, that
It's
little
a little
marker
sliver.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't help, I think. I see. Good to know.
Visually, it's a little, you just got to know. Okay, very nice. Balls up there. I mean, it's very minus that it can cross up. That's a hell of a move to have to deal with there as Concon's going to put another round on the board here. 1 away from the qualifying position. 2 top 8s today would be massive.
Is that Berserker Slash, by the way?
It exactly is light Berserker Slash.
Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't tripping. Like, I watched a decent amount of Marvel 3.
To a T, it is exactly
Okay.
light Berserker Slash.
That's awesome, by the way. I like that. I enjoy that a lot.
That's the Combo Fiend influence coming through on that one.
My man. Let's go, Peter.
Like a little step back there into the Rekkas. Build a little bit of blood on the block there. Is going to commit. Does have double down, though, so you can't overcommit on your punish.
Dude, there was so much damage taken in, and I like that it's Orb to come in to kind of tag your Ari because you still get to apply pressure right afterwards, but Complex actually surviving that onslaught and now trying to take back a start. He's backing away just for a little bit, right? Trying to force the error against Concon. Demon Flip on the way in. So tricky. He's forced to take it. Yeah, Demon Flip command grab. Give me that bloodlust.
Missed out on the jump forward, though. Went for the down heavy. Charged the heavy once again. Stealing turns. Uh-oh.
Overhead. Give me that.
Full sent the headless afterwards, too. Actually love the commitment there. Keep the pressure up. 3H, the hard to blockable, and continues to apply the bleed. Look at the health total.
Oh, the bleed is gone. You get that hit. Give him a bounce. Bring him back down. OTG. Give me that super.
It still has just a little bit of meter to be able to work with here, too, so there's the potential for a dash-up, cross-up in the near future. It's going to just commit to the super and tag. Again, the strength of the double down in the moment there, working out beautifully as a dash-up medium will be enough to seal the deal for Concon and lock them into their second top 8 of the day.
It's kind of wild. Actually, kind of wild. This time he was waving at the cameraman. I was gonna look over there just in case he decided to wave back again. I still want to leave him hanging.
Yeah, of course. That's the type of energy we want to bring. And see, you're looking out for the homies, and that is one of the things I respect the most about you.
I appreciate that.
That's good.
I genuinely appreciate that.
you were like, I'm on here, but the most important thing right now is to make sure my boy is not left hanging on this.
Yeah, it feels bad, man. If he's like waving at us
always
and we just
feels
don't
bad.
see it, I'm like, oh, come on, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's even at the risk of, you know, when somebody waves at someone and you realize it's not you, you're even risking that. That's
Every
heart
time.
and dedication
It's every time.
to the crowd.
That's happened multiple times this weekend.
Of course.
I would do the every single time. Anyways, hey, you guys have been tuning into 2XKO. We're grinding through our top 16 to figure out who's going to make it into our top 8 here at First Attack. Cheers to you on that one.
Cheers,
brother, by
of
the way.
course, of course. A recharge as always. Shout shout out to Monster, obviously. Has the booth here, has been giving out samples as well as cans throughout the weekend, and is, a good way to stay recharged for yourself here, especially, you got the new stuff that's coming out with the zero sugar, or with their, all the different ultra flavors.
Yes. Yeah,
Actually-
I have the Ultra Strawberry Dreams. You have the Ultra Ice Guava. Pretty
Ultra
neat.
guava, yeah. And I am, not to say that I don't normally like guava, but this is so much better than I thought it was. It's amazing. I'm so...
I don't
so
think I
happy.
ever choose like guava, like go out of my way to pick up like anything guava related.
But low-key, I might be picking guava from
Right
Canada.
on.
That's actually pretty good.
Right on. The biggest sell for me is always the zero sugar, right?
Of course.
That's easily the only reason why I would even like continue to drink anything like Monster related in general. Like any drinks in general, right? I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to crash at the end of my shift on commentary.
Of course. Bringing the table well, though. Our final top 8 qualifier here is going to be Poundspots and NeuroArc. So NeuroArc back up to bat one more time to Teemo. And on the other side, this team right here, I love this team. I actually think this is, if you are playing a Warwick-centric game plan, I actually think this is one of the best teams for activating him. Because Blitzcrank, every hit from everywhere, from anything, resources be damned, you are going Bloodlust if you have Optimals.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to have to maybe, I'll keep my eye on it. If anything, I'll ask you a question as to like, is this going to be like the type of sequence where you would get like a full string, just continuous links into your combo to build up that Bloodlust easier?
100%, because the nice thing is pairing a character who relies on a Rekka with a character who has the strongest restand in the game is a dominant pairing. It's absolutely ridiculous for sure. So being able to have those two together works out very, very well. And again, I think Blitzcrank, while he is on the current weaker side of the layout of characters, I think he does a very good job at being a good teammate. He's a good support the way he needs to be. He
That's
lives up to
godlike.
his life.
That is actually pretty godlike. When you phrase it that way, it just makes that much more sense. Because I forgot. Sometimes I forget. You gotta have that bad boy with you on with your ADC.
Hey, but here,
I haven't seen a blitz in a minute though. Like,
it's true. there's 2 Blitzcranks in the top 16, I believe. There was Tong Li, who unfortunately went out at tied for 13, and then here for this one. So definitely excited to get to see what they bring to the table on this one. Blitzcrank, a powerful character in the right hands. Again, another one of those characters that you do have to take risks with, though.
even in League, I barely see blitz. It feels bad.
Love this guy. He's my most played for sure, all time. I think in this game and in League proper.
Right on. I would definitely play Caitlyn anytime I had like a blitz support.
Of course.
If the grab happens, I'm laying down the cupcake.
100%. Yeah, off the knockup. See, that's how I know you know ball. That's good.
It's so good.
Balls up well here. Is going to get straight in again with the super. Is going to leave us just about 75%. And we're going to go for the double down with the steam applied for the mix.
Onto the other side. Nice movement coming in from NeuroArc. He's kind of committed to the dash and committed to the run, I should say.
What you kind of have to do against that Blitzcrank there, you can't show fear. Showing fear to grapplers is a one-way ticket to, in this case, out of the tournament. I normally would say losers bracket, but...
Damn. After the push block, he's going to go wee. That's pretty slick.
That's a very effective way to be able to close the distance there and nullify it. There was a little bit of hesitation on the side from Powers, unfortunately, with how we were trying to get aggressive afterwards. And off the tag, is able to find the throw.
Oh, no, help me.
And
Onto the other side. Nice and easy to kind of navigate around.
as a Blitzcrank player, when you whiff command throw, actually the best thing to do is just let it rock. You have to just hold it and commit to the running bear grab,
I like that.
and which, you know, you look a little goofy, but it is the right play, unfortunately.
I can get behind that. I was thinking about it. I'm like, wait, I was kind of stuck on stupid a little bit. I'm like, do I call that running bear grab? Do I call it running blitz grab? I don't know. My brain kind of had like a little cross within itself. It's like, man, this is hard. But I get it. Like,
Yeah.
if you're going to get punished anyway, just commit to the whole thing.
Full send, yeah. A lot of people will jump back and avoid it and then try and land and punish and forget you have one frame of armor. You just get to toss them.
Uh-oh. Dude, every time NeuroArc has actually gotten like a push block, he's found the right sequencing to kind of get himself right back into the swing, but also not sacrificing his turn necessarily. Actually, it's been more so from power spots to try to anti-air, but he hasn't.
True. It's difficult, too, because I think that Blitzcrank is one of the characters with some of the weaker anti-airs. His anti-air is a very good hitbox in front of him at like a 45-degree angle, but it is nothing behind him. And if you're directly above him, it's also going to whiff. So it's very, both his characters are very front-loaded 2Hs.
Interesting.
Bought up here well. Blood comes through and the steam applied. Game time.
Oh!
Again.
Hella dead.
That's
What a
nice.
bully.
So stuck in the corner now. Still has that armor. Just tries to charge the heavy. Okay, come on. That was a little ambitious.
The deflation. Like, seeing the interaction and hearing your voice get hyped too, and then immediately, come on, man. I get it. I get it. It went from elation to deflation. That was actually rough. Either way, cutting up the wolf a little bit. Jesus, here comes the super.
Oh, and again, dude, that super assist from Teemo. I would say I hesitate to call anything for sure the best in this game because we're still developing and still learning. That is like for sure the best super assist. It's
Not
so
even like
strong.
in contention for the best, but it's like this is like #1. Huh?
Other ones have situational places where they're incredible. That one's just like, it's never bad, man.
That's kind of awesome to hear.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a really good job of selling you on. You're about to be a Teemo
No, I
menace when you get
might.
home.
I might just be. I don't think I have like the technical prowess to navigate like a Yasuo and Echo, or even like try not fully optimize with Vi with some of the uppers.
Yeah,
I think I could do Teemo.
you got this. He tried to dive kick past, unfortunately lands into the mushroom there. Pushes through with the Rekkas.
Oh, that was awkward.
Yeah, whipped out on the throw, off to the restand. Unfortunate timing there. And this leaves us in, again, a very tough position. Blitzcrank solo into the Teemo. Rocket Punch is going to be a key portion of this.
That's so sick, being able to get like that much damage off. The little fella is just chunking at your life, and now the mushrooms being that much more of a threat. Blitzcrank about to get crunked up. Power spot, not able to find the right defensive tactics against this approach from Neuralink consistently, right? It's so difficult to.
And the blow darts. Oh, still just not quite enough, but the chip on the mushroom as he lands straight in.
It's rough.
And like, you can parry those, but like, it is impossibly, I would never recommend trying to. It is just, the timing is so weird with the mushroom popping.
Get off me. And still just right back in there. Forcing the break. Blitzcrank now in. Tried to 2H. I understand now.
Pain.
And there's a hefty amount of startup.
I
Double pain.
hate to watch my robot brethren whiff in that way, but you know how it goes.
Yeah. That is kind of rough. Damn! Just look at the amount of red, too. Tekro's on the other side. Now the corner control for the first time, really, from power spots.
Okay.
The break.
Break is definitely smart. Goes for the tag, is going to sacrifice the Warwick here. Still has the break in their pocket, but they're going to save it for the Fury. Actually, doesn't even need to spend it. Still alive somehow.
Nice and easy off the approach from the airborne attack. Going into the 2L.
Fury's going to be a big difference maker here.
Damn. That's plus, isn't it?
Hella plus, hella plus. 4 or 5. Decent situation there as you're able to get into a jab guaranteed.
That's rough.
Oh.
You know what? I like that idea too for power spots. Since you don't have the meter to try to parry, it makes a lot of sense to even try to go for that grab. I'd imagine, right? Like, that's the only reason why you would
For
do
sure,
it. You
for
see
sure.
0 on the screen, it's like, all right, well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try to take my turns multiple times.
Back down to earth one more time. Of course! That's the only way to be able to burst the damage enough to guarantee they're locked out of the system mechanics there. Beep boop for your boy. Blitzcrank's able to do the work.
I like this. I was looking over at the players too. Power spots. He was kind of like readjusting in his chair. He had he had to pump himself up off of that one. I like that. See, now we're seeing a whole different side of him, right? We're getting a little bit more aggression. Sure, he made a little bit of a mistake. Good call out from the roll arc.
I do like that when Teemo parries, he does like the Ryu stance. It's kind of
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of clean. His tag launcher is also straight ashore you.
Good. When are we bringing Teemo into Street Fighter 6?
Ooh.
How about that? Damn. People, oh my god.
Yeah.
People would be up in arms.
That'd be rough.
You know what? I would allow it. I'm like, dude, let it rock.
Oh. So okay here is going to go for the raw tag. Doing a really good job of cycling through the characters pretty aggressively with the tags in the mid-range. Oh, no.
Was that just me or was that mad fast?
That was extremely fast. Did go for the double down to be able to save themselves there, too. Yeah, S1 Super in response. Unfortunately, the instant overhead blitz. Uh-oh.
Okay, still swinging. Yo, come here, man. I love the little question marks that pop up. That's easily one of my favorite things when the grab whiffs. That's so sick, man. I'll never get over that.
Oh. Push it back out. Got the overhead. And that's one of the nice things about Warwick, one of the unique portions of his kit. He's able to convert off of all of his own knockdowns like that as we go for the super assist.
It's up to manage. We did get the big opener. Mirrorlark has hella supply. He got hella super.
Waited too long. Should have supered earlier.
Oh, give me that!
What a way to be able to close it out with authority. Parries the overhead attempt and is able to take the victory. And another Teemo is clocked in for that top 8 just a little bit later. Neural Arc doing a fantastic job being able to bring us to the finality of our top 8 bracket.
That was kind of hot. I'm not going to lie to you. With that parry to catch the overhead of all things, that was actually insane. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our top 8 established for 2XKO. We do want to appreciate you guys, or at least show our appreciation towards you guys for hanging out with us all weekend long. We do have a couple of other top 16s to go through. Obviously, we've talked about Tekken 6. We've talked about Grand Blue as well. I don't know if actually that concluded yesterday or not.
Yeah, Grand Blue and Tekken, I think, are good to go, I think.
Okay, right on. We also have Street Fighter 6 actually taken to the main stage. Not too long, actually either here or on the main stage, but either way, we have our top 16 coming up real soon. But we do have the conclusion of 2XKO not too far away. So again, you guys have been tuning in. Hope you guys can continue to do so if you want to catch even more of that 2XKO action.
Absolutely. So, yeah, like you said, shouts to production, shouts to the TOs. Appreciate everybody who has continued to tune in for First Attack. Keep it locked right here on this channel. Street Fighter Top 16 will be coming at you in just a minute.